There we go.
There we go.
Hello and welcome to another Battleground Games Live.
Hello.
Welcome to the Loft and Battleground Games and Hobbies in Abington, Massachusetts. For those of you joining us for the first time, Battleground Games and Hobbies is your friendly local game store in the greater Boston, Massachusetts area with 3 convenient locations. One up in Saugus on Route 1 by the Fuddruckers, one down in Norton by the Xfinity Center, and one here in Abington that has a convenient loft from which we can stream, and that's what we do. Every Friday, we get together and we play different board games with you, our friends in the interwebs. Indeed. Hello, friends. Welcome. Today, we had planned to be playing Trains, which is a deck building game that our friend Travis has. But Travis could not be here tonight, so we sort of scrambled. At the last minute, we decided to pull out Tiny Towns, which none of us have played. So this is very much in keeping with how this stream tends to work. We play games we've never touched before. Usually, one of us has at least read the instructions ahead of time, but because we're sort of scrambling at the last moment to put things together, tonight we have no idea what we're doing. So if any of you,
everyone gets one of
viewers in
these.
the internet, have played Tiny Towns, hop into chat, say hello to us, and tell us what we get wrong, because we will inevitably get stuff wrong.
Quick note.
Separated.
Hi, I'm your chat mod. Don't make me work.
Thank you.
I want to play the game, not have to ban rules.
One.
It's generally not been an issue.
It was an issue a couple of weeks ago, and I banned people permanently. So just don't be a jerk.
Should we do
Should
introductions?
be easy.
Sure.
Hello, friends. I'm Andrew, and I am running the tech board. And then with us we have...
Hey everyone, I'm John. I'm going to try to read this book as best I can, and also try to eat my dinner in the meantime.
Yes, John will be eating and reading. And then we have...
Amanda, hi. Like I said, chat mod.
Chat mod. It's a small stream.
Which means we have a mod.
Yes.
So I think the folks who were not so polite.
Let's make
Just
sure
way
these
of
are in my
saying
order.
they were real vulgar and insulting. Last 2 weeks ago. I don't think they expected anyone to be on the banhammer.
Yeah.
I think they thought
Probably.
that we were only resorting to auto mod and that they could be jerks and no one would do anything about it.
But you got right in there.
If you want
Look,
to center
show off the banhammer. Actually, I'll show the banhammer off on
legit.
Zoom cam.
That is known as the Master Builder
By the
Hammer.
way, I don't know if I can see anything in chat or
Buffering?
the stream, because my stream is just sort of...
The internet is being interminable. Yeah.
The internet here...
Place the remaining
Not great.
buildings
Wi-Fi
out
isn't great.
into...
Usually our stream is pretty decent because it's hardwired. But
So we're excited about Tiny Towns because it has lots of custom meeple. It has this hammer.
Monument.
You want to pass me some more meeple, Amanda? It's got blue buildings.
So these all go into a supply except the towers.
okay.
So all these go into a separate supply. We can just keep them in the bags and just pull them
Andy's
out as
just
we
going to
go.
show some off.
Yeah.
Uh,
So each color buildings, it looks like, are different shapes. That's cool.
these
Hello,
are
Monster of Revenge.
Hello.
Welcome.
Look, so the video portion of our stream isn't working for me, but apparently the chat is. So
Oh,
that's
good.
That's good.
Oh, good.
So that's a general supply.
I'm guessing
Got a
this is our
board.
scoring board.
I assume
Yep.
so.
Okay, I'm going to leave that over there for now.
All right, I'll just read off right now the objective of the game. Your town is represented by the 4x4.
Yep.
In which
So
you
it's a
place-
tableau building sort of thing.
You are trying to place resource cubes in specific layouts to construct the buildings. So as you can see, each building has its own particular layout.
Set of
Ah.
cubes that need to be laid
Okay.
Yes. Each building will score you victory points, represented by this shamrock-looking thing, this symbol.
that's-
in a unique way.
Yeah.
So it looks like your squares are they can fit 3 cubes by 3 cubes.
when no player can place any more resources or construct any building whatsoever, the game ends, and any squares without a building are a negative VP.
Okay.
Okay.
The player with the most VPs at the end of the game shall win.
That sounds fairly straightforward, I think.
Okay, so these are the recommended buildings for your first time playthrough.
Okay.
So I picked those out from the deck. Did all that. We got our resources. We have brown is wood. We got yellow is wheat. Red is brick. Blue is glass. And gray is stone.
That would make sense. I mean, if you look at the chapel,
Yeah.
it's stone and glass. So.
Yeah, so join me over here at Zoom Cam,
Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these up really quick.
friends. So here's the chapel, which apparently you build by making an L of 2 stone and 2 glass.
Nice. All right.
And then you have your chapel.
Everybody gets 2 of these that you keep secret. These are your towers.
And I can see that the chapel earns you something. It earns you a green something for every fed blue house. So, okay.
All right. Everybody looks at your 2 monument cards that I just handed out, these pink cards.
Okay.
You pick one, and you put the other one back in the box.
Is this secret information?
Yes. And everybody gets a pink tower to go with their card. Everybody gets 1.
You get to pick one of these.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. Is it the internet again?
All right, I'm going to try and use this
I'll go with this one.
one here.
All right. Cool as I think this one is, I think this is the one that I'm going with because I do not trust my ability to do that.
Okie dokie.
Okay, excellent. We're
All
off
right.
to a good start
The
now.
one I didn't take was that my victory points from it were determined by.
Oh, we each
whether
get a tower?
I'm
Yes.
first, second, third, or fourth, or whatever, finishing my town, and I don't trust myself to finish first. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't me. Good. Turn any remaining monuments to the game. Okay, cool. Monuments. A monument is a very special type of building that can be constructed by a player holding that card. Players may only construct the monument once in the entire game, and it can be done anytime, just like a normal building. Upon finishing your monument, the player should read the monument card aloud, place it face up in front of them, and resolve any immediate effects. If the card grants an ability, that ability may take effect immediately and applies to the card holder. Scoring for a monument is resolved at the end game. Monuments are not part of the general supply. That's why we all got one.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So what are rules for building buildings?
I guess we have building construction rules.
I heard that before.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe that something is happening on that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Building layouts may be mirrored, flipped, and rotated. So any way that you're able to make the pattern, that counts.
Okay, cool.
A resource can only be used to construct one building at a time. So you can't build 2 buildings off the same path that you're building.
So I couldn't be like, boom, if that's
So does it-
like the tavern.
Yep, you
and
already
then
built it.
also build like one up and have that be a different thing.
Yep.
Now the factory is 4 long. Is there space for 4
Yep.
in one of these?
The thing is, once you can't build anything, that's when the game ends.
Ah, okay, okay. So you get one resource per square on your 4x4 grid.
Gotcha.
Buildings may never be moved to a different square after being placed. The way it's going to work is, just as an example, I put down 2 yellows, 2 browns.
Right, and then you get a farm.
I clear them off the board, And then I put the farm in one of the 4 locations that I had pieces.
And does that then free up the rest of the spaces to build a second building?
Yes. So that farm can never be removed from the game, and it uses up your space.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to tell you guys right away, the monument that I picked gives me more options for where to place my buildings.
Ah, smart, Amanda.
Which seemed like a much better play for a beginning player than you get points if you finish first and otherwise tough.
Yeah.
Let me check real quick. Now we go over, I guess, those are the major questions we got about buildings. Buildings do not have to be constructed as soon as it's placed. The resources are placed. So you can hold off on finishing your building if you want to. Players may wait as many rounds as they want to construct a building. Any player can construct any building. Building cards are not replaced when the players construct the building. So these are literally all we have for the whole game.
Okay.
Place it in one of the squares that are occupied by the resources removed, which I just said. Players may construct multiple buildings at the same time. So that plays into the being able to pass
So
it.
if you sort of laid out a bunch, you could be like, oh, this and this make that and that. Or I could do that one instead, sort of deal.
The only rule is players cannot construct a building immediately after a resource has been named. Now I'll get into that with when we go over the rounds. Without a physically placing the resource cube in their own town first. So, the master builder, who is designated by that hammer, at the start of each round we go through these 4 phases. The master builder names a type of resource, like I said, glass, wood, brick, wheat, or stone.
Okay.
All players must take a cube from this resource and place it in an empty square in their town grid. Players do this at the very same time. Resource placement. Resources may never be moved to a different square after being placed. Resources can only be removed upon a building's construction.
Right.
Only one resource or building may occupy a square. When resources are removed from the board, they go back to the general supply.
Okay.
Part 3. Players may construct any building for which they have the matching resources in the correct shape. Players do this simultaneously and should announce what building they are constructing. Once all players have placed their resources in constructed buildings, a new round begins and the Master Builder token is passed to the player on your left.
Cool, okay.
The new builder should always wait until all players are ready before naming the next resource. Players can show what they are still thinking by holding up their resource cube until they have placed it. After resources have been placed, players have until the next round to name any building they want to construct. There is another rule called the Cavern Rule. I just want to make sure if this is for a first-time game. Building a tiny town is difficult. If this is one of your first games or you want a little more flexibility in your town, we recommend you play with the Cavern Rule.
Okay.
Throughout the game, players have the option of placing up to 2 resources named by other players off to the side of their board. These resources score no points or penalties at the end of the game. Players must decide when it is advantageous to do this option. So instead of having to worry about they named this but I don't want to put it in my town, I can put it to the side.
Up to 2.
To bank,
up to 2, yes.
Bank it. Okay.
But they never can be replaced afterwards.
To be to start out.
All right. Then finally, feeding your cottages. Remember, cottages must be fed by farms. Buildings to be worth 3 points. So certain abilities require on each of these base cards, if you guys want to go through them, they will score you points in different ways.
So, just to go over that, a farm will feed up to 4 buildings anywhere in your town. Cottages are worth 3 victory points if the building is fed, and chapels are worth 1 victory point for each fed cottage. So they chain in certain ways. And that is 1 victory point for each adjacent cottage.
Yep, the well.
So, yeah.
The tavern is a victory point, victory points are based on your number of constructed cottages. Or no, constructed taverns.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're trying to make a franchise.
Yeah.
You want to make the Disney World of farm life.
Wells. The theater is a victory point for each other unique building type in the same row and column as a theater. And the factory allows you to get extra resources. So you choose a resource type when you build your factory, and then every time somebody names that resource type, you place a different resource instead.
Okay.
Neat.
Completing your town. When you have filled your town with resources and you cannot or choose not to construct any buildings, your town is completed. You are out of the game and can start calculating. Other players may continue play until they have fulfilled this mandate. If only one player is left, that player can continue to name resources as the sole builder. So if you leave early, you can finish your town. But the last person is going to be able to choose whatever they want for resources at the end of the game.
Okay.
Finally, end game. When all players are completed, the game immediately ends. Remove all resource cubes from their except from warehouses. Each empty square is a negative VP. Players add their victory points and subtract penalties. Player with the most points wins. In case of a tie, player who had the fewest turns as master builder wins. If there is still a tie, the player with the fewest empty squares wins. Still a tie, player with the most cottages wins. Still tied players share the victory. Let me see. Really quick. Resource cubes and buildings are unlimited. If you run out, you can substitute it with one other marker.
Okay, as long as we know what it is.
Yes. Unfed cottages at the end of the game remain on the board and score no points. Some other buildings, such as wells, still score points from unfed cottages. Adjacent means up, down, left, or right. So
orthogonally adjacent. Okay, got it.
It is possible to have a negative score in the game.
That's me.
If you have empty
Spaces.
or
Yeah.
unused spaces.
And finally, farms never score points on their own.
Okay.
And then,
It's that
They just
allow
feed stuff,
for other
yeah.
things to.
and the next page is basically on special town hall rules in solo mode. So I believe I've gone over all the rules, and you guys have checked through the things.
Yeah?
Let's try to play it, and we can always consult the rule book if we need to.
So
Yeah.
the rule for picking the first master builder is the last person to actually have constructed something in real life.
I built Lego 2 days ago.
I can't think of any building anything personally.
I've done a lot of putting things together at work, but not actually building anything.
Okay.
And I want to thank Amanda for my Lego. She got me the Saturn V rocket.
Nice.
It is an amazing Lego kit.
Really
So
proud of that
good.
gift.
Yeah. I'm
It
impressed
was
you were able to
sold
get
out,
it.
and
Yeah.
It is being retired, and the Lego store did not have any left, and I was like, well, dang. I guess that's a thing I'm not going to be able to get for Andy. And then my mom had to go buy Barnes & Noble to get something, and Barnes & Noble sells Lego.
Nice.
And they actually had 2 on the shelf, just sort of sitting there. So
Nice steal. Nice
didn't
steal.
get to use my VIP card and get points for it, but which, you know, it would have been nice to get VIP points for buying a pricey set. Well, not the most pricey set I've ever bought.
No.
But, you know, I'll take it.
All right,
It
so-
meant that I had it to give to Andy.
These are for solo mode.
So that means I am Master Builder to start with.
It does.
Okay.
So which of the 5 resources do you want us to start with?
I am going to name stone.
Okay. So we all get a gray one. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then we can put it anywhere on our grid.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to put my stone there. Actually, I'm going to go to overhead cam. Amanda, can you move your grid slightly to your left? And it will be on screen. Perfect.
Okay.
So I put my stone right here.
Good.
John put his in the corner. And then, so that's
That is the end of you as master builder. You pass to the player on your left.
Amanda, you are Master Builder.
I'm going to name
Okay.
Glass. Okay. Got stone and glass.
I should be looking at this, shouldn't I?
I'm going to put
yeah.
my glass here. Or here. I'm going to put it here. There.
All right. We're gonna go with here. Okay. I'm going to name wood.
Wood.
Wood, huh?
Okay.
Put mine here.
I'll put a wood here. All right. I'll name stone again.
Okay.
I'm all confused. I guess I'll put my stone there.
Okay.
Amanda.
I'm naming brick.
Okay.
Brick.
I choose to construct.
Ooh,
Ah.
nice.
2, 2, 2. With these 4 combined, I create my tower.
Nice.
So I got the Grove University, and I choose to put it in this corner.
What's it do?
I get 3 points immediately. After you place a building on an empty square in your town, immediately place a building on an empty square in your town. So I pick any
Oh,
building I
wow.
want, and I get to
Okay.
put it on my town.
You get a free building.
Neat.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose. I need to read theaters real quick. I'm sorry.
Theaters
1 point for
are
each other unique building in the same row or column.
exactly, yeah.
I'm gonna go with a factory, and I shall put my factory here,
Okay.
and that is put to the side.
Now you are master builder.
Resource I choose is wheat.
Oh, wait. For your factory,
Yes.
you must choose a resource type that is going to morph, that you may
from
morph.
now on.
Yes, so when constructed, place one of the 5 resources on your factory. When another player names that resource, you may place a different resource instead.
Oh, I return these. I'm gonna choose stone, and just keep it here, I guess.
Yep, so your factory now produces anything you want from stone.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that seems...
I still say wheat.
Okay.
can I have some wheat, please?
Here you are.
Thank you.
Boom. And a boom.
I am going to place my wheat here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to construct a cottage.
Okay. Andy, you build a cottage.
I will place my cottage up here in the... No, I'll place it right here. There.
Okie dokie. Amanda, you are... Oh, no, Andy, you are the guy.
I am the builder. I name wood.
Okay.
I'm going to put my wood here and build a well.
Okay. All right.
Amanda, you are master builder.
I name brick.
Okay.
Brick.
I'm gonna build my tower,
Nice. What
which
is yours?
is the obelisk of the crescent.
That's awesome.
I may place all future buildings on any empty square in my town.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I can. That was why I was like, "What are the building rules?" So once I've placed this, basically anything that I build goes wherever I want it to go,
Okay.
which is going to make
Wow.
life a lot easier for me. So it's going to sit there in the corner.
All right.
I'm still deciding where to put my brick. I'm going to put my brick here.
Okay.
Okay. John, you are master builder.
Yes.
If you want to take the hammer.
I choose to use. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I shall do wheat.
Wheat, excellent.
I have built a farm. Yay! And I put it in my corner. Filling up my 4 corners.
I'm putting wheat here, and then I am the master builder.
Yes, you are.
I name wood,
Okay.
and I will put wood here.
I will put wood here.
Amanda?
I name wheat.
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
And I'm going to build
A farm. I shall also construct a farm.
God, the farms.
So we all have farms now.
Yep.
I'm going to stick this farm up in the corner.
I'm also going to build a well.
Okay. Double build. Nice.
Because I can put them wherever I want.
Yes. You
Oh,
can.
yeah, that's so powerful.
I feel like the towers are really awesome. All right. I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah, this tower, my other option for my tower, I will read it to you guys because it's the Star Loom, and I was like, ooh, I want
That sounds
it,
nice.
Right? That
Yeah.
sounds really cool. But its victory points are based on when you complete your town. So if
Okay.
you're the first to complete your town, you get 6 points. Second, third, 3 points. Third, 2 points. But fourth or more, 0 points. So I would be guaranteed 2 points from it. But I may only get 2 points from it, and it gives me no other benefit other than just sitting there. So I was
Yeah.
like, I don't like that. That seems like the sort of thing you take after you've played this game a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And feel confident in your ability to build fast.
Makes sense. All right. As master builder, I choose glass.
Call me Mr. Glass.
And I constructed a cottage. I know at one point that this is going to really bite me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm doing the side seems like a good idea until you realize, oh, I might need more things.
Yeah.
Glass. Okay, my go.
Yes, you are master builder.
I name wood.
Okay. I shall take this wood. I
Here,
shall
Amanda.
put it here.
Oh,
Here's-
wood.
Oh, wood. Right. Sure.
Okay.
Excellent.
I name brick.
Brick.
Okay. Brick.
I'm going to build a well.
Okay. I'm going to put my brick.
This is a very fast game. Once
Yeah,
once we get the
once we
hang
get
of
the
it,
hang of it.
yeah.
Here. Okay. I shall name glass.
Glass
Dun, dun, dun.
again. Okay.
Okay.
Tink, 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 tink.
All right.
Oh, poopy. Okay. No, this is fine. I'll find a way to make it work. I'll put my glass here.
Okay. Andy.
Wood.
Okay. I'll take that wood.
Amanda.
Put it.
Oh, John hasn't made a decision yet. Sorry.
Neither have I.
Put it.
I'm jumping ahead.
That's why they say if you keep it in your hand, you can't pass
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Let's see. I shall put it here.
Now, this is interesting. I like this game.
I gotta wonder what your tower is now. Man.
Remember, we're allowing ourselves to bank it, so you
Yeah,
could
I'm
bank
gonna
it for
bank
later.
this one.
Okay.
All right. I am naming wheat,
Wheat.
and I'm going to build a cottage.
Okay, I'm going to bank.
So, John, what's the rule for getting stuff from your bank
Let me check.
if we're using the cavern?
The cavern rule is, I shall read it again. The cavern rule says, building Tiny Town is difficult if one of your first game... Throughout the game, players have the option of placing up to 2 resources named by other players off to the side of their board. Oh, they're not banked. They just don't score you negative points or penalties at the end of the game.
Oh.
So you can either choose to... If you want to take that back,
Yeah,
Amanda, you may
I do.
place it if you wish. I, however, am just going to get rid of this wheat.
John, don't forget you have a factory. Though it doesn't apply for anything
wheat,
but
no.
stone.
Anything but stone. Okay.
All right, so Amanda's turn to name a thing now.
Didn't I just build my cottage?
Yeah, you picked wheat.
Oh,
I
she
got,
chose wheat. Okay, it's John's
right.
turn. Sorry,
I choose stone.
Okay, that's fine. Stone. I'll put some stone here.
I now construct a theater.
Aha!
Boom. Sweet.
Amanda, did you place your stone?
Not
Nope,
yet.
she got it in her hand. That's why I didn't pass the hammer.
Excellent.
I'll break out some more farms. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Here I am.
Thank you, John. I choose wood.
Okay.
Oh, why are you guys choosing so many things I don't need?
That's a great question. I wish I had an answer.
And I am also going to build a theater.
Okay.
Theater. And I'm going to stick my theater here. Is that no? I'm going to place my theater here.
I'm just gonna take this wood and just put it here.
So you only need a type of support that.
Can I build before I place?
That is a great question. I shall check.
Free up a space.
Yeah.
One resource. Players cannot construct a building immediately after a resource has been named without physically placing the resource cube first.
That's annoying. Because it's something that I already have on my board. I just haven't built it yet.
Right.
Don't like it.
And you build a well.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't want to put it there.
You're free to put it anywhere you want, though.
That's true.
I know. I'm just I.
Okay. If you're looking for the construction rules, they're in, I think, second or
I'm
third
looking
page.
at scoring rules.
So, chat, what do you think of the game so far? Is it making sense to you? Can you see what's going on?
Interesting.
Maybe we should place our buildings flat so that they appear better on stream.
That works for me.
Okay, cool. That answered my questions.
Okay.
Okay. Are you a master builder now, or is it me?
Amanda is master builder.
Okay.
I am naming. Brick.
Okay.
Brick it is.
Brick.
Brick, brick, brick. I shall construct a cottage.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Thank you very much. Excellent.
All right. I am going to choose glass.
Glass. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on. I have to
I
think.
have messed up my map.
place
So,
here.
yeah, I'm going to put this glass right here.
I'm going to construct a tavern.
Ooh, first tavern on the board.
I got it somewhere in here. I think I'm gonna go with here.
Yeah, I have royally messed up my map. It was that banking thing because I thought it was banked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had sort of counted on being able to reallocate something, but I put it in the wrong place. Now I'm sort of screwed.
You want to just put it aside as if you would put it in the cavern, like throwing it off the face of the planet?
Yeah.
Okay, because we didn't understand how that mechanic worked. So now we know how the cavern works. It's not a
Yeah.
bank. It's
It's
that
just
resource
sitting
is
there.
not cluttering my city. It's gone.
Not sure of everything. I'm not sure of everything going on either.
Yeah. Is everyone placed?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Andy. I keep forgetting which way to go.
I choose wheat.
Okay, I almost grabbed my thing.
Bing.
I'm building a cottage.
Okie dokie.
I think I got this backwards. I built my cottage backwards. No.
Well, what is the rule? I will check
Does it
again.
not matter?
See, you can have it any orientation, but this is a backwards. See, the cottage is...
Oh, I thought it didn't matter.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
I will check.
Thank you, John. That would be some good clarification.
Or I would have placed things in a different, like, I don't know how I just had those placed. I had interpreted that to mean it didn't matter.
Hang on, sorry, I gotta look through this. Builder.
I think we're all working with very low brain.
Yeah. It's definitely that kind of an evening.
Let me see. Where is that rule? It shows me the examples. I just need to read the rule. Moved buildings do not have to be constructed as soon as approved. Construct a building. Square. Because there was something left, right, up, or down, or something like that.
No, that was adjacent.
There was
It had to do with
adjacency.
adjacency.
Yes.
Not which
Yeah.
direction
Yeah.
the maps went. Mirrored? Yeah.
Mirrored, yes.
Yeah, I thought I had heard that it could be flipped or rotated. And if it can be flipped,
so.
then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Building layouts may be mirrored, flipped, rotated, as long as the configuration of the resources remains the same.
So
yeah,
if it's
a
an
mirror
L
counts.
with a blue in the corner, I don't think it matters.
Yes.
Okay. Then I am going to build a cottage, if I may.
Okay. Put
There.
This, yeah.
And that was my wheat. It is now Amanda's turn.
Okay. I am naming wood.
Wood.
Okie dokie. I shall put that wood here. Okay. This.
I'm thinking. Darn it. Okay. I'm going to put this wood here and build another well.
Okay.
Do it.
So many wells. This one is Orson.
All right. I choose stone.
Stone.
I am building a theater.
Nice.
Excellent.
Back in the theater.
I am
Yes.
building a well.
This is a very, look at my theater. It's
Oh,
so
nice.
tilty.
Oh man, Tilty House.
Look at it.
What's
It's
What's that building in Rome or Italy?
The Leaning Tower of
Tower
Pisa.
of Pisa. It's
Yeah,
the Leaning
yeah.
Theater of Pisa.
All right. Is everyone placed?
I have, yes.
There you are.
Aha. I'm glass.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna use mine and I'm gonna kill you. I'm sorry. I feel like you're lying. It doesn't make sense because I know Avery can't go.
Amanda.
No, you could be lying.
Okay.
Stone it is.
Okie
Yes.
I shall go here and construct another well.
Yeah, wells are a nice way to fill up space.
I choose brick,
Be Rick.
and I shall construct another cottage.
Okay.
Okay.
I choose glass.
Okay. Sorry.
And I shall construct a chapel. I'm going to stick it right here.
Chapels, right. Oh, yeah. I forgot about them, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
Amanda.
I put that brick in a bad place. That's okay. It's gonna be fine. I name stone.
Okay.
Now, I am also making a chapel.
I'll put the stone here.
I'm going to put the stone... Nuts. I'm sorry. I have to think real quick. Oh, wait. I can pick anything because I have that building. As
Oh, that's right. Your
You can
factory
place whatever you
converts
want.
stone into anything you want.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm going to convert it to wheat. I have one wheat in here. Okay. I construct brick. And I construct another cottage.
I'll put my brick here.
We're at the end game now.
Yeah, it's getting full. Can I have the hammer?
Is that right? Yep, there you go.
If I had a hammer, I'd choose glass. I'll take the glass
Okay.
here.
Thanks. I'm gonna build a tavern.
Nice.
Amanda. Oh. Okay. That is such a useful tower you have.
It really is.
Every time you build something, you get to choose where to put it.
Yeah, makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose. Actually, I didn't want to put that there. It's going there. I'm going to choose. No, I didn't want to put that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Do you want to convert it?
No, it's going there.
Oh, right, it's a building. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can put it wherever I want. I just
Yeah.
I had to think about my plans.
Gotcha.
Okay, I am going to choose wood.
Okay.
Wood.
I'm going to chuck that wood out of the
I'm
building.
gonna make a well.
I will also make a well.
Okay, I'm going to choose brick.
Brick. I'll put my brick here.
All right. Oh, sorry. There you are. Yeah.
I choose wheat.
Okay.
Oh, that's your banked or your cavern
Yeah,
wheat.
Cavern stuff.
I'm going to put my wheat here and build another cottage.
Okay. I'll put my wheat in a bag here. Alright.
Is everyone placed?
Andy, have you placed?
Yes, I placed my wheat and I built a cottage. Sorry.
Okay.
I choose glass.
Okay.
Um,
And I'm building a cottage.
I will put my glass here and build a tavern. And I'm going to put my tavern here, and I am done.
Okay, put a glass there. I'm picking brick.
Right, that's how that works. I say
You're done.
I can no longer construct any more buildings.
Oh, literally. Yes, you say that. And then you start, basically, you have 1, 2,
Negative
3.
4 points.
Yep. You start calculating.
Do you have pens over there?
I have a pencil.
Cool.
1, 2,
So that was
3. Sorry, yes, brick. I am constructing a tavern. I need the thingamajigs.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There. Alright. So, you are the master builder now.
Oh wait, I was putting it up there.
0,
I
other
will
unit building, same
name
row or and column.
glass.
Okay. I think that might be it for me, but let me just check. I think so. Yep, I cannot build anything else.
Okay.
All right,
You
I'm
may
almost
now
done
go
calculating.
ahead and build anything.
Another cottage. Now, I could still theoretically build things.
Yes.
Do I get to keep?
You could, but just so you know, the farm will only feed 4 cottages.
I know.
Oh, it feeds 4 cottages.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it fed 3 cottages.
No, it's feed 4 of these things. So.
Okay.
Uh,
So 4. And
I
how
have
many
4
points?
cottages.
How many points for each fed cottage?
1. Oh, 3.
3 if it's fed.
Yep.
Okay.
And then your chapel is worth 1 for each fed cottage.
Yepper.
Okay.
So I can still build stuff, right? In
Yes.
theory.
Yeah.
You can keep going as long as you have the
Cool.
stuff.
I named brick.
Okay.
Do you want to put some brick on your board?
I already passed.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're both out.
So I'm naming brick again, and now I'm naming glass.
All right.
This is a tavern, so I get
So
2
that
points
lets me
for
build
that.
a tavern.
Yep. And with your building, it's really awesome.
I'm gonna put it down
Factories.
here.
Factories are not worth any points, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Is it on the? Oh wait. Oh, maybe different factories score you points.
And then
Oh,
I'm
that's a
going
good point.
To build another tavern,
Okay.
because why not, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put it
31, 27.
place to stick it. I'm gonna put
Here,
it
John.
here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna build myself wood, stone. I'm gonna build a well, and I'm gonna put it there.
Nice.
And I think that does it. I think that's it for me.
Great job, Amanda. Just 1. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, her tower helped her a lot. So my tower, folks, for everybody who's curious, I had Statue of the Bond Maker. When another player names a resource, you may choose to place it on a square with a cottage. Each cottage can hold 1 resource. So basically it's an extra cavern.
Yeah.
That's kind of
So I didn't know what it did when I picked it. I was like, oh, I'll have access to these resources later. But it also is very difficult to build, just in terms of the required
layout and-
resources.
yeah, what you need
So I
for
was
it.
never able to build it.
14.
okay.
Yeah.
There you are.
So I have.
If anybody wants to double check me, my wells are making most of my
What was
points.
your building anyway?
That's what I was just saying. I had the Statue of the Bond Maker.
Okay.
When another player names a resource, you may choose to place it on a square with a cottage. each cottage can hold 1 resource. So it's like extra cavern space.
Nifty.
You know, I just have like an attic in each of my cottages that I can shove stuff in.
Bed.
And you can use that even if we're not using the cavern effect.
Yes.
3 taverns.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, good job with the taverns.
I have a theater, so my theater is worth 1 point for each unique building in the same row
Or
column.
column.
Yep.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good job. Yeah, I got 4 points for my theater. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wells are worth 1 for each adjacent thing, so that's 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6,
Yep.
7, 8.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 9 points for my well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And I have 1
6.
empty space.
So that's 1 negative point.
Wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
37.
All right.
37.
Good job.
Amanda.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many did I have? I had 27, I think.
Yes. So I feel a little cheap having continued to build after you guys were like,
no.
I can't build anymore.
That's how it works.
It's in the rules.
And finishing, because like John theoretically could have built another, like, because I built another well.
Yeah, John.
yeah.
John could
My,
totally have
John
put
could have
another well
another
in.
well in because you did have the space for it, and I was naming
Well, I had
those
a.
things.
Technically, these
Oh, you had
resources
some-
were
You
there.
had some resources.
I-
Oh, you had stuff on the board
Yeah, so
blocking
I was-
spaces.
I was done. So
Okay,
yeah.
so
I
I feel
cleared
a
'em off
little
for the
less
negatives.
cheap now
There
having
you
done
go.
it. This tower is stupid OP.
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's
That is
so
what I have
so
gathered.
powerful.
I could have, except that well would have given me. The well gives me a point for each adjacent cottage, so it would have given me 1 point regardless of where I put it.
Oh my God.
Because this well
love that
is
one.
next to this one cottage, and that gives me 1 point off of that cottage. And then if it goes in this row, it gives me 1 point off the theater. So it doesn't end up mattering
Yeah.
because with 1 empty space, I can't build anything else. So like if I could have put another well there, I could have gotten a point off of either one, but at that point it was 6 of one, half dozen of the other. It's the same point value regardless of what I do with it. I did think about that. I was like, oh, I could get a full 2 rows and a row and a column.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm getting the same points if I put it next to a cottage because I get it from the cottage. It was having the 3 taverns, which I was able to do because I had left 3 spaces empty. And after you guys finished, I was like, well, I can put them wherever I want if I can build them.
Yeah.
So I'll just fill in my empty spaces down here. I didn't get as many points off wells as Andy did, but I was only 1 point shy of it. And the 12 points off my cottages was also very helpful because
For some reason, I was thinking that a farm fed 3 cottages, not 4, and I was really upset that I didn't have space to build another farm.
Yeah.
But no, it worked out perfectly. My
Yeah.
farm fed my 4 cottages. My chapel got points for all 4 cottages.
yeah. And my chapel got my 4 points. My tavern, the tavern, being able to have that 3rd tavern, definitely. I have a chain of taverns in my town.
Wow. A lot of these are.
And because I was able to keep building, I only had 1 empty space.
Yep, so you only got -1 point.
Didn't have all the negative points that you
I had
guys
-4 points.
This tower is what let me do that because I could sculpt where my town was, not based on Tetrising my building efforts in a
Yep.
certain way, but by saying, okay, I'm done setting this up. I basically left this corner empty as much as possible so that I could build in this corner and then put the building over here.
Nice.
So yeah, highly recommend Obelisk of the Crescent whenever
Yeah, if you
have a
can get
chance
it.
to use it.
I went through the stack. These are 3 that are very unique and
My taverns are
very
like
cool.
Starbucks on every corner. Yes,
Yeah.
basically.
The Opalized Watch. You basically take 3 unique buildings and put it on the card.
Wow.
Whenever a
It's
player,
so big.
whenever whenever a player to your left or right builds the same kind of thing, you take it off your card and you can put it anywhere.
Oh.
That's nice.
You got the Fort of the Ironweed. It's worth 7 points. It's by far the highest scoring card I saw. Unless you are the last player, however, you're no longer the master builder. You always have to pass the hammer.
Interesting.
What?
That's how that works.
Unless you're the last player in the game. So once you're the last player, you build whatever you want,
Oh, I see.
but you never get to call the shots.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to use whatever anyone else in the game is using, but you get 7 victory points for allowing that to happen.
And finally, we got the Grand Mausoleum of Rodonia. Your unfed cottages are worth 3 points each.
So,
So it's the undead.
It's the undead.
Yeah.
You want
Mausoleum,
to make
yeah.
sure the things die.
Barrack Castle is 5 victory points. If fed, it counts as 2 cottages.
That's pretty awesome.
So that's neat. Mandras Palace is 2 victory points for each unique adjacent building type. So, like, if I had this, I would have had 2 victory points. So you ideally want to put that in outer squares,
yeah.
inner square, so you can get more points. The Cathedral of Katerina is worth 2 victory points, and empty squares in your town are worth 0 victory points as opposed to negative victory points.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So it's really easy to build.
Yeah.
It's basically
It's
a cottage, but with stone instead of brick.
Hmm.
Shrine of the Elder Tree is victory points based on the number of buildings in your town when you construct it.
Oh.
And it's a big block
Oh,
of
no.
bricks.
Oh,
So-
that looks hard.
Sky baths.
Sky bats.
Sky baths.
Oh, bats.
2 victory points for each building type your town is missing. So, Andy, you would have gotten it for
Factory?
Oh, yeah, for the factory. But yeah, you and I would have gotten points for like a factory, but otherwise,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I'm just gonna build like wells and cottages and get
Yeah.
victory points for everything else. The Silva Forum. 1 victory point plus 1 victory point for each building in your largest contiguous group of buildings of the same type
Wow.
in
Interesting.
your town. So if you build like a bunch of like farms together or cottages together. And Archive of the Second Age. 1 victory point for each unique building type other than your tower in your town.
So this feels like it's got so much replayability because
Yeah.
in addition to all those, you have alternate versions of each of these, right?
Yeah.
They're all right here. There's a stack of at least 4 cards each.
And then the Starling. If you're first, you get 6 points. So I would have gotten 2 points if I had had this.
Right.
But I might have finished earlier because I wouldn't have had the flexibility of building wherever I wanted.
Yeah.
Neat. That's a really cute game. That was
Tiny
really-
towns.
We did not intend to play this tonight. This was not our original plan, but this was really cute.
Yeah.
And like Andy said, lots of replayability for this.
Most definitely.
And it has a solo variant.
Yeah, I believe you.
So how's
use
the solo?
cards.
I think you use
Oh.
this deck to determine what.
You have a deck that
getting
you
built.
shuffle and it tells you
Yes.
what resource you're getting. That's cool. I love this
You
game.
may get, I would assume, like, you get to choose one, and then you have to pull one from the deck, and you get to choose one to mimic the turn
Yep.
taking.
I
Otherwise,
don't
it
know.
would be too down to, like,
Yeah, the deck.
random.
Well, I mean, that's sort of the challenge.
Well, yeah, but I think there's something to having some amount of planning.
So, John, what are some of the other play options?
The other major option I saw aside from solo was Town Hall Rules. It's a different way to play Tiny Towns that introduces the resource deck, which is used in solo. Assign 1 player to be the mayor. You will draw resource cards to determine which resource all players will play. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
The mayor decrees it.
Mayor
All right,
decrees
so
it.
these are some of the alternate versions for our buildings. For our yellow building, which is the theater, our other options are a bakery, a market, and a tailor. The bakery gets victory points if it's adjacent to a farm and a farm or a factory. The market gets victory points for each other market in the same row or column, but not both, as the other one that you have.
Okay.
And the tailor is 1 victory point plus 1 victory point for each of the yellow buildings in the 4 center squares in your town. So if you make a central shop area.
Shopping district.
Yeah. So those are your other options for the yellow cards. For the well, your other options are the fountain, 2 victory points if it's adjacent to another fountain. The shed, it's 1 victory point and may be constructed on any empty square in your town, so you're basically just building empty sheds. You know. And a millstone, 2 victory points if adjacent to a farm or a red or a yellow. We have our chapel, can also be an abbey, a cloister, or a temple. Temples are 4 victory points if adjacent to 2 or more fed blue. The cloister is 1 victory point for each orange in a corner of your town. So you can get a total of a lot of points because each one.
Is it also a L?
Yep.
Ooh, that looks hard.
Yeah. They're all different L layouts.
Yeah.
So yeah. The millstone, fountain, and shed are all the same exact thing. But the tailor, the bakery, and the market are all different T's. And the cloister, and the abbey is 3 victory points if not adjacent to a black, green, or yellow. You got to keep those ones away from other stuff.
Okay.
Get thee to a nunnery.
Yeah. The tavern alternatives are, these are all 3-block L's. Or
L's?
3-block
Rows.
I's,
Oh, rows.
Yeah.
An inn, 3 victory points if not in a row or column with another green.
Okay.
So they have to be in. So
You
like
make
this
like a
would-
diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A feast hall.
Ooh.
I like that. 2 victory points plus 1 if you have more green than the player on your right.
Oh, that's fun. I always like table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And an almshouse. Victory is based on your constructed greens. If you only have 1, it's -1 point.
Wow.
It alternates. 2, 5 points. 3, -3 points.
Oh my
4, 15 points.
Wow.
5, -5 points. 6,
Ah.
26 points.
Dear gosh.
No library, says Lobster?
Not yet.
That's true, yeah. This
I
is
haven't
definitely
gone through all of them yet. Reds or options are granary, orchard, and greenhouse.
Okay.
The granary these are all 2x2 blocks.
Yep, squares.
The granary feeds all oat buildings, so
Oh, yeah,
all of the blues that need to be fed, in the 8 squares surrounding it.
So not just orthogonally, but all around it.
Yep. Orchard feeds all buildings in the same row and column as it. And greenhouse feeds 1 contiguous group of fed buildings anywhere in your town. So you could build a little block of cottages.
Yeah.
So the different combinations of different things, because the well really told us we want our cottages built in certain ways.
Yeah.
But if instead of having a well, we had, a millstone, that would very much change where you built your cottages.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't matter as much. So that's really interesting. And finally, our black buildings. We have a bank, a warehouse, and a trading post. So no library. Some of the towers, like there's an archive in
Yes,
the tower
there is an
cards and
archive.
stuff, so they're fancier than your run-of-the-mill
And
buildings.
chapels can be
Yeah.
libraries.
I mean, looking back at
Oh, there's a
old
university.
libraries, yeah, there's a university. There are definitely other places where libraries would have been. They would have been slightly more off limits to the general public. One of the oldest public libraries is in Poland.
Really?
Yeah. It was one of the first ones that was like, this is not just a place where we collect stuff, but it's where like anyone can come in and access it.
Okay.
I did some research on this.
I don't doubt.
Black buildings, we have banks, scriptorium in the Abbey, probably. So the banks are the like B sort of shapes.
Yeah, B for bank.
4 victory points. When constructed, place a resource on this building that is not on another black building in your town. As master builder, you can no longer name the resource on your bank.
Oh, that's a challenge.
Yeah,
You can only get that resource if somebody else names
that
it.
is rough. Warehouse. -1 victory point for each resource on a black building. Each black building can store 3 resources. When another player names a resource, you may place that resource on a black building or swap it with another resource on a black building.
Oh.
So that does let you swap things out, but it costs you points in the end. And trading post. 1 victory point, and you may treat black buildings as a wild resource for future buildings.
So here's an
So you
interesting
can
variant
take it
idea.
out and treat it as a wild.
Nice.
Wouldn't it be interesting if each of us had a different row of buildings available to us?
Ooh.
So each of us would be building a completely different form of village
That's awesome. That's a good
from
idea.
everybody
Different
else.
setup rules.
Yeah.
That could be very neat.
Yeah.
Well, this was a very pleasant, low brain power, easy.
Yeah.
And it
And
plays
playing
up
the
to 6
beginner-
players?
Yes.
Yeah, playing the beginner mode was definitely the right level of brain power for us, I feel like.
No
Yeah.
doubt. No doubt.
I think we might have been maybe more elegant in our designs, or we might have had, those like decision paralysis
Yeah.
moments if we
Analysis
were all,
analysis
if we were all,
paralysis.
like functioning at full capacity. We would have been spending more time looking at our boards and figuring out what we wanted to do. Whereas this, it was like, I'm gonna put that there.
There.
Bam.
Done.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad we got a chance to play this.
It was one of those games where it came out and I was like, that looks cute. And then we always had something else we were going to play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Travis was going to bring us trains tonight. Travis
Yes.
couldn't be here, which happens.
Yeah.
So we had to find something else, and I think this was a good something else to
Yeah.
play.
Very simple. The rule book was elegant enough to be 4 pages.
It wasn't a huge rule book, and I was able to find the answer to my question very quickly.
Very nice.
So,
And nice
So
setup
for
displays.
next week, hopefully Travis will be able to join us.
yes.
If Travis cannot join us,
Yes.
how do you folks feel about playing some Magic?
Oh, right, because there's the
'Cause
main
it's-
It's going
event.
to be the pre-release.
Yep, next week is
Okay.
going to be the pre-release for Theros Beyond Death.
We can play some Magic
Sure.
if Travis can't join us next week.
I can get the new Planeswalker decks, and we
Okay.
can mess around with those.
Sounds
we can
good.
open some cards.
Yeah. Have a magical stream.
If Travis isn't
If
here.
Travis isn't
If Travis is here,
It'll
we'll
still be
open
a magical
presents,
stream.
and it will still be magical.
Yes.
Well, this was a very short stream, but it's been a very long week.
It's
Yes.
been a really, really exhausting week for all of us.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
That was a fun,
Okay.
quick, cute little game. And I'm glad we finally got an opportunity to play it.
Me too.
Me too.
Now I can demo it at PAX.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
this is
definitely
definitely good.
one that would lend itself to demoing because it looks nice.
I can't believe PAX is in.
You hush.
I mean,
I just got my vacation time approved.
good.
So,
Hooray!
I will be there.
Don't get sick this time.
Are there any other blue?
Nope, that's the only cottage you get.
Only cottages. Okay.
Towers.
And the box has a place for everything.
And
Yeah.
the backs of these cards are all the color of the building, so you could turn them face down and choose randomly.
Yeah.
That it makes it easy to do that.
It definitely looks like it's got room for expansions too.
Yeah.
in just the base box.
Yes, it definitely does have space.
So that's good.
Thinking a little bit ahead,
Yeah.
You could definitely add a lot more building types.
yeah, towards February,
Okay.
I was thinking, how would you guys like to do a roll and write month? We can do Dungeon Academy.
Okay.
We can do Welcome to Your, what is it, Perfect?
I don't know. I know there's Welcome to,
Yeah.
but I don't know Welcome to Your.
We
Roll
can
and Write has been
do,
picking up quite a bit.
yeah, there's a bunch of roll and writes, and there's the new Draw and Draw from Steve Jackson Games, where it's instead of rolling dice, you draw from a deck.
Okay.
But it's still a roll and write.
I would like to give it a shot. I haven't really played a lot of rolling right games.
Yeah.
So that's
Neither have I.
fun to me.
And it's a newish genre.
Yes.
So I'd like to try some of them out. What's the problem, Amanda?
I'm just trying to pack things nicely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do that.
But yeah. Next week we got hopefully Trains or Magic.
Trains or Magic.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And, if anyone watching this even after the fact happens to be in the Quincy area, this coming Wednesday night,
Yes,
that
game
is
night.
the 15th of January, and wants to come play either Colt Express or Ticket to Ride Europe, I will have those at the Wollaston branch.
Yay!
Quincy from 6:30 to 8:30.
That sounds awesome.
We'll see if anyone shows up.
People like board games.
People like board games, but getting the word out is tough.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Oh, I am sleepy.
Me too.
All right.
I have food.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Lobster of Revenge, and anybody else who chooses to join us, anybody who's watching this in the YouTube archive. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Hop into chat and talk to us. We're here every Friday playing different board games. So, I think, good night, everybody.
Good night.
That was quick. That was a fast one.
Yeah.
Night, everybody.